Hello everyone. It is the second week of Morning Hypnosis, the free clinical hypnosis audio program that I have provided for our calmness and confidence. The link for that's in the description below. And today let's talk about altering your mind. So there are several different things that can alter your mind. And this is just something that naturally occurs throughout the day. It's just a natural way that the mind works. So when you're driving, when you are listening to music, when you are reading, when you're at the doctor's office, these are just a few examples of when your mind is altered. And what I mean by that is when your state is altered, your physical state. So now we know there's obviously a different mental and physical state that you will be in if you are at the gym and you are lifting weights, you're listening to upbeat music, or maybe you're going for a jog, right? There's that different energy versus the energy that you will have when you are focusing and you're studying, or when you are going to bed at night. These are two different states that you are going to be at. And you'll notice that you go throughout different states, mental and physical states throughout the day. And this is something that you can actually control. So why do we want to control this? Because there's times where we can be in a negative mental state, and that can really affect you and slow you down. Now, we want to be able to have the ability to recognize this negative mental state that we're in and flip that around so that when you become the one that controls your state, you can control your reaction and the actions you take, and therefore you have more swing over the outcome and more control of yourself, right? This is all things that you need to know about mastering your mind. So when it comes to your state, let's look at what are some of the things that are affecting your state. I have included a list of this inside my book, Power Now, The Art of Getting What You Want, How to Master Your Mind and Love Your Life. So in this book, somewhere in here, I list where there are negative things that can have a negative impact on your state without you even knowing that. So what does that mean? That means that, when you hear a lot of negative thoughts in your mind, or you just feel really like you're not having a good day, you don't feel like you're yourself, and maybe you don't even really feel in control of your mind some days, or your mind is harder to control than others. Here is why. There are several factors, and I want you to know this, that it's not just positive thinking. We get so hard on ourselves when we're having a bad day or our mind is in a negative mental state. And then we wonder, well, why can't I get through that? What is going on? Why am I such a negative person? Right? When we start to judge ourselves, and that only makes it worse. So I want you to know that there are several factors of why you might be in a mental state. And there are several things that can actually affect the thoughts in your mind and make them more negative. And they can actually affect your feelings in your body. So your thoughts and your feelings go hand in hand. And as well as your physical sensations, obviously, because it's all connected, it's all one. So here's a list of just a few of the things that could be having a negative impact on your thoughts, causing you to think more negatively, and causing you to feel more negative. And I think by knowing these things, it empowers you so that you're not blaming yourself, but you're able to look and take responsibility and see which of these factors is contributing to my state, and where do I need help, which areas do improve, so that I can step into my most powerful state and boom, I can have the power. That's the goal. So a list of a few of the things that can cause a negative state is, like I said, negative thoughts, negative feelings. So some medications can do this, as well as stress and anxiety, obviously, right? If you're facing times of stress and anxiety. The food you're eating, so if you have allergies or food sensitivities, or let's be honest guys, just eating too much junk and sugar and processed foods can really change the way that you physically feel, but it also has an impact on your thoughts. And this has been proven in science that the foods you eat do affect your mind. That means your mindset as well. So take a look into that. You can Google that, find a lot of resources. Other things that affect your state in a negative way. So drugs and alcohol. So sedentary lifestyle, sitting around a lot can cause you to, it can really impact your mind and the thoughts that you're thinking. But the most important really to understand is if you have a chemical imbalance in your body, your brain, hormones are a huge one. We know this for sure, right, women? Hormones can impact the way that we are thinking and the way that we feel. But even on a day-to-day basis for both men and women, if your hormones are out of balance, like this is definitely something that you can talk to your doctor about. If you're noticing a lot of negative thoughts and negative feelings, it could be something physiological, okay? So I want you to understand that negative thoughts and negative feelings are not always caused by negative thinking or caused by yourself. There's sometimes another factor there, and that's why I'm listing a few of these factors so that you can talk to a professional about it and get help. As well as if you have illness, disease, a virus like the flu, pain, these things can actually, because your body is in a state of unease or dis-ease, it does impact what you're thinking. Unhealthy habits, so the ones that you are in control of, right? Thinking, the things that you are doing, as well as if you have past traumas that are unhealed and undealt with, these can be underlying and changing what you are thinking. And then most importantly, this is things that are impacting you right now, but you do have control over these. So your surroundings, your environment, if it's a messy space, if it's dark and gloomy and dingy, that can maybe bring you down a bit. The media, your social media. So if you're watching a lot of news, if you follow people online that you don't feel too uplifted by following them, that can bring you down. And gossiping and fear. So when you're in a state of gossiping and spreading negativity, you're going to feel more negativity because that negativity literally has to be inside of you. It has to spread through you for you to gossip and spread this negativity. As well as fear, when we indulge on our fears, when we let fears get the best of us, that can cause more negativity when we're in this state of fear. So, and the people that are in your life, they can really bring you down because we become like those that we are around, right? So monkey see, monkey do. We are creatures of copying each other, imitating each other without even knowing it. We pick up on our surroundings, and I say the most important thing is the people that are in your life. So follow accounts on social media that are positive and make you feel good, and be around people and friends that uplift you and support you, and they accept you on your bad days as well as your good days, and they help you to move forward. That is a huge thing, the people in your life. So now let's look at the things that have a positive impact on your mind. These are things that are going to help strengthen your mindset. They're going to produce more positive thoughts and more positive feelings. They're going to help get you into a positive state. And that is the state where, you're going to attract better people into your life. You're going to close more sales calls. You're going to write a better book. Whatever it is with your goals, we want to be always acting towards what we want from a positive state, and you can put yourself into that positive state. I'm going to teach you a few ways. So exercise is so important. Whether you like going to the gym or running or whatever it is, you don't need to run 5 kilometers. You just need to get up and get moving. Do something to get your body moving for like 5, 10, 20 minutes, just a little bit. Movement, yoga, walking outside, something like this, lifting some weights. Do a bit of movement, you're gonna notice this will shift your mind. Your physical stance, so if we are always like this, it's going to impact the way that we're thinking and feeling. But if we stand up tall, chin up, shoulders back, it's going to affect our thoughts and our feelings. Being out in nature as much as you can. Breathing, so you can do slow breathing or you can do a little bit faster style breathing like what Wim Hof does. I definitely recommend checking that out. But your breathing does impact your thoughts and your feelings. Meditation, or clinical hypnosis. These are ways that you can tap into your mind. I prefer clinical hypnosis. I feel like it's easier for me to control my mind, and I notice my clients get faster results with that too. And nutrition, eating as healthy as you can. If you don't know what healthy is, don't guess, do some research, and you will notice the different foods that you are putting into your body impact your state. And then there's different things like laughing, and love. So watch some funny videos online, and focus on feelings of love. What in your life do you love right now? I know a lot of people, they lack self-love. So what can you focus on in your life that you love right now? Who is there in your life that you love? Maybe there's a concept or an idea, or you love your religious practices. Focus on something that you love and expand that feeling. Focus on something positive like that, and it will grow throughout you. So those are a few different ways that you can alter your state. A few different things that are maybe bringing you down and causing negative thoughts and negative feelings. So if you are feeling that way, we need to ask ourselves, as well as isolation. Isolation can cause a lot of negative thoughts and feelings too. So being aware of, okay, my mind feels really negative today. What is triggering this? And looking at that list that I gave you, and there's other factors there too. So we know, okay, the mind's negative, I'm feeling negative. What is it that I can do now to shift to a positive? And you have now these list of different things that you can do. And to be honest, it's not just one thing. It's never just one thing. You have to do a few of these things and practice them daily. Because if you just brush your teeth once, are your teeth going to be clean 10 years from now? No. They won't be clean even tomorrow morning. Let's be real. But when you develop a practice, it becomes an unconscious habit. You brush your teeth without thinking about it, without even really knowing you're doing it, without all that conscious effort. And then your teeth are clean and healthy, right? You can do this for your mind. You can do this for your mental state, to put yourself into that positive state and to move forward from there, so that your thoughts become lighter and your feelings become brighter. You can do this, you can control your state, and I highly recommend that you learn to control your state in order to get what you want. All right, guys, if you don't have the clinical hypnosis program for calmness and confidence, that is another fantastic way, very effective, that you can learn to control your state. And it has a few different subliminals in there to help you, and I will guide you through that, so you can get the link in the description below if you don't already have it. All right, thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Until then, stay powerful.